Welcome to my life skills channel. Tell me the difference between previous generations and today's people. Actually, in previous generations, people used to invest more money in properties, gold, etc. Nowadays, people also investing, so also they're spending their money in experiencing. That's why they're traveling more, fine dining in different places, and so on. So why this is happening? This is happening because of the social and emotional changes. This is just one example. But there are many social and emotional changes going on. That's why one need to be astute to manage these social and emotional changes. Even an organization for economic cooperation and development, it refers some skills those we used to call before soft skills. They are essential skills nowadays, not only today, even in 2030 that will be relevant. And social and emotional skill is one among them that is referred by the OECD. And that's why my today's topic is social and emotional skill. Hello, I am Nandini Das, journalist, author and academician. So today let's start with brief discussion about what is social and emotional skill. Then we'll talk about why it is essential, and in the end we'll talk about some practices of social and emotional skill. So what is social and emotional skill? Actually, it is your ability to manage your emotions. Emotion, whether you are sad, angry, happy, too much everything is not good. That's why you need to manage it. Suppose you are too happy, you are too sad. So what do you just take, become alcoholic and you just do something, stupidity. You do some stupidity. So that's why you need to manage your emotions to save your, social image also. So that is necessary. Then the next thing is you need to be empathetic. Why empathetic is necessary? Because nowadays, machine can do many things, but only individuals can be empathetic to understand other situations even you haven't experienced something. And the third thing is you need to take responsibility. Accountability is necessary whatever you are doing. So then in the end, using all this, you make right decision. So in a nutshell, this is about social and emotional skill. Now coming to why it is essential. Social and emotional skills are the foundation to navigate your life, especially in today's life. While it is so complicated, maybe you are a simple person, but around you things are so much complex. You need to adapt this skill to practice this skill. For example, if many people, they are not good in giving compliment and receiving compliment. This is also one of the social emotional skill. Suppose somebody does something, if you compliment that person, social and emotionally that person will be so happy. The same thing happens if somebody also gives some compliment, if you don't know how to receive it, that is also not social. This is a small thing about social and emotional skill. Now let's talk about how you can practice that. Number one practice of social and emotional skill is self-efficiency. What is self-efficiency? Self-efficiency is to have belief in yourself. Believing in yourself doesn't mean that you are overconfident or underconfident, but you know your talent, and even if you don't have some talent, but you know that you can do so much hardship that you can acquire some skill. Even if the whole world is against you, everybody is saying that you can't do this, there are normally that happens, people have to pull you back, but you just focus on your goal. That is self-efficiency. Let me give you one example. Tyra Banks, the famous pop singer, when she was not famous, she went to many people to sing for them. But not only people rejected her, but they also tried to break her confidence by saying that your tone quality is not good. Now later she became a famous pop singer. Now you understood. So why self-efficiency is necessary. Number 2 is taking responsibility. Normally people have a habit that if something wrong happens, they put the blame on others. If something good happens, then whether they have done it or not, they want to take the credit. But if you are a person, you have practiced your social and emotional skill of taking responsibility at any place, whether it is good or not so good, you take the responsibility. That not only builds your personality, that also makes you a trustworthy person because you are authentic person. Now you understood, right? Then number 3 social and emotional skill is collaboration. How you collaborate with? The first thing to collaborate, what you need? Communicate, right? You need to communicate. And while you are communicating, active listening is one important part of it. Because normally people are tend to speak something, they don't listen the other person what is saying, whatever that is in their mind they want to speak that. That's why active listening. Then number 2 characteristic of collaboration is understanding each other's perspective, because everybody comes from different backgrounds. So if you say that no, whatever I am saying right, maybe you are right in your place, another person is right in his or her place. So when you communicate well and you try to understand each other's perspective, just like if you see this way, this looks 9, you just make it, turn it down, and if for you it is 6. For one person the same letter is 9, for another person the same number is 6. When you turn it down, the same thing about understanding each other's perspective. So that is very important. Then you can collaborate when you communicate and understood each other's view, outlook. Then you can come to the negotiation table. That is the third characteristic of collaboration. Then you can negotiate with each other. Now let me give you another also bonus point, that is problem solving. Another characteristic of or practice of social emotional skill. Maybe you can solve some problems in the society, something happening in your community, you can do that, or your family relatives. So that is also another skill. And I hope you like this topic. I think this is the important skill, and you will practice this skill in your life. You adapt this as a life skill, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. See you soon. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.